finally, we got an opinion. And what is relevant about the Valdez case is punitive damages. I'm not sure whether you guys have punitive damages here. In the state of Louisiana, for example, civilian traditions don't recognize punitive damages. We don't have them. There are one or two exceptions like drunk drivers and things that you can pass through a legislature real easily, but there are no punitives. In maritime law, the issue was whether or not punitive damages could even be granted. And the result of that analysis was, yes, it can. But then it went back down and it was tried, and the question became, you know what the question was, how much and how are they calculated? And the United States Supreme Court in Baker versus Exxon, I believe is the name of the case, in 2010, I believe was the date, said yes, they are recoverable, but they are recoverable carefully, and the analysis must be precise. And so punitive damages in the Exxon Valdez case, as egregious as that conduct was, were limited to 1-to-1. One portion compensatory, one portion punitive. So not a very gratifying result for the folks in Alaska who had waited all those years and who had anticipated billions of dollars in punitive damages and had actually gotten them from some juries. Or, depending on the conduct of the defendant and the level in the hierarchy of the corporation of the offending individuals. So the higher up you go in the corporation, the higher the punitives can go. Think about BP. Ask yourself, who was guilty of the egregious conduct that might give rise to punitive damages in this case? Ask yourself also, do we want to face something like the Mr. Go, remember Robinson? Do we want to go through all this time and then get reversed in the Supreme Court or the Court of Appeals or whatever? I mean, there were a lot of motivating factors, even within weeks of this explosion. One of the things I've heard the BP case described as far as liability is concerned, is, you know the term rear-end collision? I mean, in Louisiana, there's a statute. I mean, there's a presumption of liability on the part of someone who runs into the back of someone. And so, you know, this is just a kind of a tongue-in-cheek thing, but people were saying about BP, well, this is a no-brainer. This is an easy case to win on liability. What wasn't easy? Punitives.